right now, and it's been a pretty good couple of days. Well, actually, to be fair, it's just yesterday was a pretty good day. The reason being is that I got two trades on, both in profit. Very, very good. One was a booster and one was a cradle. I'll take you through and show you those as we do our scan. But yeah, really nice to see Bitcoin starting to move higher. Also, by the way, if you're on this, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you could like, share, turn on notifications, that sort of thing. Any questions, please type them in. Would like to know what you have to ask, and that way I can be more used to you. So we've got a higher low here, and now we've got a higher high because we broke up through this high of 21,888, which I've been talking about for quite some time, and we're starting to get a bit more momentum. As far as the market goes, though, I mean, look, this is just a weekly candle. It's up 14.4% right now, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But for a move, you know, look at all this downward pressure. For a move back up into 29, we're just getting back into the cradle zone. So whilst we've still got plenty of room to go to move higher, I don't think we're out of the woods just yet. I'll be trading what I see as it comes along, and it's been long positions of late. So I'm not looking for any real trades here on Bitcoin. If I go to the 2 hour, what you'll note is a little pullback right here. Actually, I think I got to close her. Got to get out of there. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I was looking for a pullback through here, but of course it just popped up. So nothing really much there on Bitcoin. For the time being, across the top 10, everything is up, and yesterday up quite well, 5%. Let's go ahead and have a look at our purpose and make ourselves a watch list. I'm going to be focusing on markets that have already got themselves in a 4-hour uptrend at a minimum. Now this AVE position back here, it happened at 2 o'clock in the morning. This was one of the levels I'd drawn earlier in the week. Oh, how I wish I was in that, just to give you a bit of an understanding of the sort of profits that were there. And I do like to do this sometimes, just as a little reminder of why I do it. But you can see there that that's a multiple of nearly 10 to 1, and at one stage it was at 10 to 1 there, reward risk ratio on a very simple but effective crypto cradle trade from here. The trend's moving really, really well here on AVE, but again, it's just raced off, hasn't it? It's just rocketed, and there's not much cyclicity up here at this stage. I'm going to wait and see what goes on throughout the rest of the day. I'm going to focus on the 4 here because I want to see what's got really good trends. Dropping a bit lower here. How's that daily look? Yeah, not much going on there. Look, I'll pop Cardano in. We're going to make that, we're going to go blue here. Again, just focusing on those trends and working my way lower is really what I'm going to be doing here. And if there's no trend, I'm just going to go past it because we know that there are some nice moves happening at the moment. I just want to focus in on those. That momentum is what I'm really after here. That's a nice little step out as well, but we're a bit divergent here. Flat to divergent on that 30, and the 1's not really what I'm after there. So I'm going to leave alpha. What about 30? Again, and we're just not quite convergent enough with that rip straight up just recently. I'm going to leave ample fourth there as well. Keep moving through. It's still a little bit stuck, a little bit congested up here. I want to see it extend itself out a little bit more. AdSendex is just a mess. I'm not going to go near that anytime soon. Very thinly traded too. Atom, look, it's had the pullback. It needs to have a good run on. We're very divergent right now. So whilst we have seen some really good moves, it does look as though we're lagging on a couple of these pairs, and I'm not interested in trading the lagging pairs. I'm interested in something like this. Have a look at this. So AVAX was on my list last night when it pulled back here. Unfortunately, the candle ended up being too big. I ended up taking Solana instead. What am I doing? Back down to the 1. So look, here's a very good example of cyclicity. Higher low, higher high, higher low, high, equal high, higher low, higher high again. Pull back in, move away. Nice little pullback in right here. I'm looking to replicate something like this, but unfortunately for AVAX and me right now, it needs to step out a little bit further for that to extend itself into the realms of tradability for me. So I'm going to go past it. It looks like many of those this morning had that really quick pop up. Divergent across the board there on Axie. Badger, just a big spike without, I'm not interested in that sort of thing at the moment, that's for sure. Doesn't look too bad. As you can see, really nice movement on the chart here with Balancer. But again, I do want to see it hold these highs, and then it opens me up for that pullback later. I'm not going to put that in right now. And I think today will be one of those sorts of days where we might be doing a few scans. Let me just see if there's any questions that have come in. No, I don't think I got that thing worked out. All good. I'll just keep moving through. Okay, BAT. No, that's not an acceptable level up the top there. Bitcoin Cash having moved away, we'll go straight to the 1 hour. Look at that little pullback into that old level. That right there was the same time as everything last night at 6 o'clock. It was actually a little bit after. That's the 1 hour. But a really nice bounce. That's the sort of thing I'm trying to find at the moment, those little bullish candles. I'll keep looking. Binance shot up straight back in. It's going to make it look a bit messy. Yep, that's what we don't want to see. I want to see nice trend. I'm just stoked. I was able to get long on Ethereum, on a booster, and Cradle on Solana. Both have moved extraordinarily well. So, nailed it. Nailed it. It's a very satisfying feeling when you do that. I've stayed out all week, waited, and then at the right time, you take the trades, you make your money, and that's the week done. That's the week done. I get to go fishing later, and I'm good with that. Very good with that. Not much going on there. Yes, we do have a little bit of cyclicity. I'd like to see Chili's come back in, but again, I'm not going to put it in the watch list just because it's had such a long run. It's going to take a little bit to get back in there, but again, it's something to keep in mind because it could do that today. And perhaps if we do start to see a bit of a pullback, a bit of a retreat from the buyers, we could see a lot of these charts start to really give us a lot of opportunity. Excuse me. And again, you know, what we're seeing a lot of is we've had that pullback, but this candle did not maintain. It just spiked, which makes the chart just look a little bit out of sorts to me. Civic a little bit too shy on the liquidity there by the look of it. A little bit wonky, straight up in the air with a 3% candle, straight back down with a 2% down, and not the best looking MACD. So again, I'm moving away from that half-hour time frame. I'm going to focus on these fours and whatnot. Nice trend coming out there on Dash. It's just a shame we didn't get more of a pullback this morning. You know, keep coming into here, replicating that exact trade there. I wanted to see that over here, and because we've sort of seen a little bit of a pullback and then a rocket on, it's made them a little bit messy for the lower time frames right now. DeFi was another one on the list yesterday. It was this candle right here. That was at 6 o'clock. There's the little bullish candle. I could have easily gone for that. I went for Solana instead, but as you can see, myself and the people that are in my community are very happy this morning. But now, however, not much that I can do with it. I'm going to leave Dent. I'm going to leave Dodo, as it does tend to be quite thinly traded. Doge just stepped out. Check that 30, but not really what I'm after there either. A lot of these are just sort of stuck in that midway, you know, midway of that move. We've had this little pullback. Look at this cyclicity, beautiful. We really wanted to see that come in. It would have given us a lot of opportunities, but because it shot up, unless it continues to climb, it's sort of undone that a little bit for us. We're going to have to be a bit patient into the afternoon and possibly into the weekend. That's really of no interest there on Elrond. ENS, again, not that chart structure that I'm really after. EOS. Another little bullish candle there with this top looking move. Stepped out quite nicely this morning, actually. This might still, yeah, okay, that's looking more like it. So what we've got here is we had the pullback. We've had a decent move. We've got ourselves convergent on the 1 hour. The 2 hour looks fine. The 30's a little bit, yeah, it could be all right later on. If it comes in slowly, that could still work all right. But I'm actually going to pop that in to the watch list now because that, if it slowly comes in, there's the potential for a cradle later on. Ethereum Classic, again, we've pushed to a new high here, but we've got divergence across the lower time frame, so I'm going to leave that one alone. So here's my trade, the booster I took on Ethereum yesterday. Got filled here. Took a little bit of heat, but as you can see, I mean, it's from my entry, which is about there, 7% or so. Really nice move. I'm very happy with that. And because I did take this on the 30-minute time frame, my stop loss now is up here. So a nice tight stop now on this position. Ample profit locked in. I'm very happy with how that's performed. I do know that some people also did end up taking this on the 2 hour here off of the level. Either way, you can see another very strong profit to be had. As it stands right now, though, with Ethereum, I'm just sort of waiting to see if we can get a pullback maybe on the 4. I'm in this position. I'm managing this position, and I don't see any reason to be really too eager to put too much more on it. Here was another one that worked out with the booster back into there. You would have stayed in that. It would have been a great move. I did not take that one. It was another option yesterday. The 1 hour here, look at this. That was beautiful. Very clean pull back in. Bullish candle right there. It might have even had a little level on that. Pretty darn close. But it stepped out very, very well there. I'm not interested on the 30-minute again with that divergence. But nevertheless, a very nice move going on. Just not quite right for me to take a trade or to stalk it just yet. Flamingo, I think it's just a little bit thin. Look, just a little bit thin. It's a shame because it's really doing the bounce quite nicely, but it is too thin for me. I am going to leave that for the time being. Flow falls into that same category, a little bit thin. That's looking better. That's looking really good. Look at this bouncing ball. Really nice. Phantom's going straight in the breadbasket. Again, a nice slow pullback into the cradle zone would be what I'm waiting for. That could be on the 30-minute. That could be on the 1 hour. At the moment, it's the 30 because it's just looking super duper sweet. So that goes in the list. FTT. Get rid of these levels. That one, if you had taken that booster yesterday, that would have been the one that would not have hit profits. Would have been a loss, that one. Again, I did not take that. Little cradle, stepping out quite nicely through here, but with divergence. So, just check that too. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with that. All that. Not much there right now. Leaving that. Geez, that had some really nice potential there, but it's gone on. No, looking for that really nice trend and just seeing if I can snaffle something on the lowers here. Coming back in very quick. Again, one of those big spikes that are coming back quickly, causing divergence. Don't like it. If you like the video, guys, if you enjoy the content that I create, please do hit the like button and share it around your buddies. I would appreciate that. It would help a lot. Ooh, holo. This could... This could provide an opportunity in there late or in the not too distant future. I'm just going to chuck that in. We'll come back and have a look at the whole list again at the very end. No breakout. Internet computer on a run. Not much to work with though, and still fairly thin. IOST, yeah, have a quick look. Doesn't look too bad. More on the 1 hour. If it comes in slowly and lets the moving averages catch up, that's a potential opportunity there, you know. It's had a nice clean pullback, couple of nice clean pullbacks. Good move. We're still converging. That falls into the list for sure. So it appears that the 1 hour and the half hour are the ones that we're going to be focusing on for the time being. Oh, geez, Louise. Look at that little perler right there. Wouldn't kick that out of bed. Is there a time frame I like more? It's not. It's kind of... We're still convergent there, IOTA. Could... look, I might thin it out again at the end and just sort of try and cherry pick the best of the best. But I couldn't find a reason not to have that in just then. Looks a little bit thinly traded here on this kilo bit torrent, so I'm going to leave that one behind. Actually, hang on. Jump back to Kilo Sheep. Look at this. Perfect move. Bang in, move. That's the sort of thing we're looking for, but it's topping out here. Well, I shouldn't say it's topping out. It's just not pushing through at this stage, so therefore I will leave that. Yeah, I can leave Kaiba, Kusama, quick check of the 1 hour. How's it stepping out? Not bad. I'm going to leave it though. Not good enough. Want to see that extension, that run through really being something of a beauty. That pulling back in a bit further would have been good. It didn't do it. It's not for me right now. Link I can leave behind. I'm looking for the great trends. Moves that are occurring with cyclicity will take my preference. Not much for me there. And when I come to the 4, it's a very ugly uptrend. Like, you know, has there been a pullback? It doesn't show me the clearest trend. I'm looking for that cyclicity and that really strong trend to just sort of follow. Here we have a clear higher low, another one here, another one here, another one here. That's more like it for me. Matic is moving. Now, whether or not I get an opportunity to trade or not, won't do it on the 30 because we're divergent. The 2 hour would have been lovely if it had to come back in further, but for now, I can't do much with that. But that just gives you an understanding of what it is I'm looking for. Good trends that are really sort of stepping out well. Even divergent here on mid cap, I can leave that behind. Metal, no, MVDA. I'll go lower here. Very nice bouncing ball, but it's not going to cut the mustard for me at this stage. The 4 hour, if we did get a deeper pullback, then sure, the 4 hour could be good on those two. Quick check in Neo. It's just sort of streaking away there. So yeah, I want to see it pull back before I would be getting myself involved there. Okay, B, really nice step out. Coming, it's just a little bit erratic right now. I'll leave that off the list. OMG, not trending quite well enough there for me. Again, the focus being really on these really fine established trends. Not there. Proof perp not cutting it. And this is what we do 5 days a week in the mornings with all the list of contracts, not just the perp, but everything. That's in live trading floor in our community if anyone's interested in that. Look, a nice little pullback here on radium and move away. Nothing I can do with it now. The move's already happened. We've got to be right place, right time, really. And that's what the stalking does. It allows us to have those watch lists and to be around at the right times, or at least be know when it's likely anyway. A little bit thin there on Ronin. I'll be leaving that behind. Rose, not much going on there. Reserve rights, no. Rune. Again, that little blip back up the bloody thing. It would be nice to see it come back in. We would have had so many options right about now if we had seen that pull back in a bit further. But hey ho, I don't make the market do its things. I just follow my rules. Real simple stuff. Again, nice trend coming through here on this contract. Again, though, it's not really fitting what I'm after there. So I'll show you the position that I did get yesterday. This one here. Oh dear, I might have been taken out now. So I took this little bullish cradle right there at 6 p.m. Got in from fishing, raised the order, let everyone in the community know, and got a nice profit out of that. Look, yeah, I'll be out of that now. There's a little pullback there on the 2, so my stop went to there. I'll be taken out, but it'll be a profit. Perfect. As for now, though, realistically, maybe on the 4 if we pull back in a bit further, but it won't be anything that I'll be looking to take for quite some time until that market does come back a bit more into those zones. Just rounding out the bottom end of this list here and seeing if we're going to add anything else, because we do have a number of options up there. Bit erratic there on swipe, I think it was. Ooh. Tomo. Bouncing along quite nicely there. I just don't want it to come in too hard and fast from where it is right now, you know. Like, I don't want it to see shoot up and then straight back down. It just makes the chart a bit wonky. If it slows itself down into there, then we might get an opportunity, but you know, the market is pulling back right now by the look of things. A lot of these candles starting to get a bit big and to the red side. Hopefully it slows down a bit, just eases its way back into those cradle zones. If not, we look to the higher time frames like our 4 hour if we do start to see a deeper pullback. Divergence here again, so that's going to rule me out on V-chain. Gold's taking a bit of a hit at the moment, isn't it? Monero, look at that little beauty. Midnight. I wasn't around for that. I was catching Z's. Ooh, XRP with a move. Righto. Well, it's powerful. Even the 2, but I mean, if I look at the 30 here, as it comes down into that might actually give me something. I haven't had a trade on XRP for quite a while, I'll tell you that much. Whoa, what was that? 20%. Zcash back to that level. I think, yeah, we didn't get that, did we? Just, that's going to come out of my other list from yesterday. Pop up there on OX. Looking at this on the 1 hour, you can see the higher lows or higher highs are moving on, but yeah, it doesn't look too thin there. Look, I'm not going to put that in because there's plenty more up there, and I think that we'll probably see some opportunities arise out of this list. So just to recap what we're looking at here with this list, a lot of it's between sort of the 1 hour and the 30. Here with Cardano, if we do slow it, I want to see it slow down. A little bullish candle in here might give me the cradle on the 30-minute time frame. Bitcoin's not actually there for a trade. I just always have it at the top of my list. EOS here again, the 30 minutes got cyclicity and trend if it did give me it there. I'd like it to, maybe take a little bit more time. I don't like the pullbacks. I like them to take some time like this, not just go up and then straight back. The 1 hour is also there. Take a little bit more time, EOS, and then give us a trade later on this afternoon, please. Phantom with that beautiful run hard and away, waiting to just see if it can roll back in and just follow, looking to just follow this cyclicity, this bouncing ball out of the cradle zone. That's why I use it. Looking to follow that, Holo. The way it's ripped straight back in, I'm actually going to take that out. I don't like it as much right now as what I did. IOST could still do it if it takes its time getting back into this region for a cradle later on. The same can be said here for IOTA. Have a look. This would still look alright. It eases its way in the 30, somewhere at about this 2877 region. A little bullish candle in there could be a go up for the not too distant future. Tomo, if we jump up now to the 1 hour, you can see I just don't want it to get any bigger. I want it to slowly ease itself in so that the moving averages can catch up. Otherwise, we end up having a really quick run up and a really quick pull back to the same area, and it's too deep of a pullback. It's up to the market, but I want it to slow down a bit. And when we look at XRP, we just got a lovely opportunity here if it pulls back in because it did have a very good run, a good 4-5% over a few candles there. So a clean pullback into that level would also be very, very welcomed indeed. So there you go, guys. That's the watch list that we've created this morning with FTX. If you haven't got your FTX account, description below will give you that account with 10% off your trading fees. And of course, you can go ahead and join us at the Become a Trader course, which is completely free at TRADERCOBB.com. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And I will catch you again very, very soon. Have yourself a great day. And isn't it bloody nice to see the market going up? And it's very nice to be banking profits along the way. Have yourself a great day and a great week.